Something I heard you say before, like when you give tips to people, you say before you dive into all the numbers, before you get into the nitty gritty, it's like first look at the business.
Yep.
And try to do what you can to understand that business. And then you're diving into numbers, and then you're diving in things. So someone, after they look at a company, they look at a business, maybe they've worked in restaurants for years and they feel like they understand restaurants fairly well.
Yep.
What do they need to do? What's the next few steps you would say to understanding that company better?
Yeah, then you can kind of go into the financials, and you can look at things like an income statement, which, if you break down an income statement in your own life, it's like how much money are you making, let's say, each month, and then how much of it actually stays in your pocket versus goes out to bills or goes out to eat and all the other things, right? So that's the next thing. Then you want to look at the balance sheet, which is essentially looking at assets versus liabilities. And that's really, really dang key. I mean, think about your own life. You have every person has their own income statement and their own balance sheet, right? How many assets do you have? Do you own a car? Do you own a house? Do you own, what type of liabilities do you have? Debts, things like that, credit card debt, student loan debt, whatever it is, right? So those are where you're going to want to go from there. Then you can kind of get into some of the more complicated things like the valuations and P ratios and forward P. And, then you kind of are really starting to dive in and understand things. But for the newer investors to the market, the fundamentals are key. Like It starts with the fundamentals of that business. And then you can go from there and kind of dive into the financials and valuations and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So really, basically it's the same process no matter which company you're looking at.
100%. Yep. Same exact process. Some companies definitely have more risk than others. Mm-hmm. Some companies are going to outperform the stock market and do tremendous and make you a lot of money. Other stocks could lose you money. So yeah.